just about to put my laundry away, and the thing that happened on Wednesday is still bugging me today, so I'm having a hard time getting over it. A very hard time. Well, I'm just gonna put my clothes away and try and clean up in here a bit. I'm thinking of maybe moving in with my friend. Because then maybe my life will finally change and I'll feel much better, much happier, and whatever. And put my trousers in here. And hopefully things do change, but yeah, I'd rather stay with my friend, Lisa Monteith. She would be the best caregiver ever. She would look after me very well. And yeah. Artificial nail. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm scared that this thing might fall in behind that dresser. And all my elastics will spill out. Today's Monday, September 1st, and I had a shower today. I could probably play with a story. I think that's the bunny's name, but I forget now. Not that much to fold up. Of course, my towel has to fall on the floor after just washing it. Oh boy. BA put in different speeds for me. And then I
Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. Call your doctor if you have rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, or swallowing. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Johnny S is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
Oh, my big titties.
For 10 years, Mia Zapata's murder went unsolved until a DNA database identified 48-year-old Jesus Mezquia as the perpetrator. When Seattle police went to Florida to question him, he was gone.
When we do get to his home in Marathon, he's not there. He's inexplicably gone. The paranoia once again takes over, and you think, oh, he's on to us, he's going to escape.
But a few days later, Mezquia returned home. He said he had been working a temporary job on a fishing boat in Miami. Seattle investigators asked him if he was willing to answer a few questions, and he complied. He had no idea they were setting a trap.
So he's being cooperative, and we put 5 pictures of people that we worked on murders, and we had Mia Zapata's picture there. Now, you've seen Mia's picture. Mia's not your average librarian. She stands up.
Mezquia said he didn't recognize any of the women in the photo lineup.
So what if I told you you've killed one of these ladies? He says, no kill. And he jumps up, he puts his hands out there, look, no shake. Oh, it's okay, you're a human polygraph, sit down now.
If Mezquia said he knew Mia Zapata or spent time with her, then there might be a plausible explanation for why his saliva was on her body. But when he said no, he sealed his fate.
He denied ever knowing her, ever seeing her, having anything to do with her. And his saliva is on her breasts. I think the man's got a problem.
A fresh sample of Mezquia's DNA was compared to the sample from Mia Zapata's autopsy. Again, there was a match.
And that was the smoking gun that we were able to solve this case with, was that saliva. Had he not done this, we'd have nothing.
A decade after Mia Zapata's death, the killer was finally charged. Investigators learned that Jesus Mezquia once lived in Seattle, just 3 blocks from where he left Mia's body. When Mezquia was arrested for Mia's murder, one Seattle resident called police to say she recognized his picture in the newspaper as a man who had once exposed himself to her.
I mean, the defense was screwed at that point. We've now got somebody who can testify, a live person can testify to what a sick puppy he is.
Prosecutors believe Jesus Mezquia was out cruising the streets of Seattle when he saw Mia Zapata walking home shortly after 2 a.m. According to friends, Mia had been drinking. Since she was wearing a Walkman headset listening to music, she most likely never heard Mezquia's car approach. Prosecutors think he abducted her, then took her to a deserted location. The DNA evidence proved he left his saliva on her body, then strangled her to death. He dumped her body on a deserted street just blocks from there. Investigators don't think the location had any real significance.
And he just opened a car door, grabbed her hands, drug her out, laid her there. That's how she landed. Just happened chance.
In 2004, 11 years after Mia Zapata's murder, Jesus Mezquia was tried and convicted of her murder. He was sentenced to 36 years in prison. There was justice, thanks to an alert medical examiner who preserved forensic samples even though they couldn't be tested at the time. It took more than a decade, but that tiny piece of evidence and DNA technology finally caught up to a killer.
This case did come down to a single swab, and that forward thinking by the medical examiner paid off more than we could ever have imagined.
I'm fascinated by DNA science now, and it's also fascinating and amazing that this medical examiner had the foresight to collect DNA on
on a sample that wouldn't be viable for another 10 years.
Those swabs, I mean, were better than a smoking gun. You know, I mean, I don't care. I'll take being over smoking gun and eyewitness anytime. And it was the whole case. It was the entire case as far as being solved was that swab.
A college student vanished without a trace. Her abandoned car was found in one city, her belongings in another. Some dirt on a pair of shoes revealed the extent of one man's deception. Michigan State University is the 7th largest in the United States, with a campus in East Lansing that spans over 5,000 acres. With more than 45,000 students, police are often called to investigate when one of them fails to stay in touch.
From time to time, we'll get missing persons reports around here. And the majority of the time, they're going to be bogus. Somebody runs off with, somebody else, or boyfriend forgets to report home, things of that nature.
In July of 2000, 26-year-old Michelle Salerno, a graduate student studying speech pathology, went missing. She didn't show up at a family picnic, and she wasn't answering her telephone.
And so I called the East Lansing Police Department to do an apartment check. They can go over to check, and they went over there, and she wasn't